So this is the 13th question of TMUA exam 2023 paper 2. The question says, let x be a real number. Which one of the following statements is a sufficient condition for exactly 3 of the other 4 statements? Okay. So I look at the first statement, x is greater than or equal to 0. If x is greater than or equal to 0, is it a sufficient condition to state that as x equal to 1? No, x is greater than or equal to 0. It can be anything. So if option B is not correct. Okay. That means that if A is true, that doesn't mean that sufficiently B is true. It is not sufficient to say that B is true. Now, if x is greater than or equal to 0, can I say that x equal to 0 or x equal to 1? No, it is just x can be greater than or equal to 0. It can be any number. It can be 0, it can be 1, or it can be any other number also. So, is C follows from it? No. Then, so I'm looking at option A. From A, x is greater than or equal to 0. B doesn't follow. C doesn't follow. Now, if I look at D, anyways, on the exam, I will not even look at D because I have to look at exactly 3 of the 4 statements to follow. So if 2 of them are not following, even if the last 2 are following, that answer will be ruled out because at the maximum 2 will follow them. Okay, but I need exactly 3 of the 4 statements. But for the sake of completeness, we'll look at option D here from A. So A is true. Now, if x is greater than or equal to 0, can I definitely say that x is greater than or equal to 0 or x is less than or equal to 1? If it is greater than or equal to 0, it can be 10 also. So then D will not follow. Okay. So over here, D also doesn't follow. And then E, by the same logic, now in E says x is greater than or equal to 0 and x is less than or equal to 1. So that means E says x lies between 0 and 1 with the limits of 0 and 1 included. A says x is just greater than or equal to 0. A can be 10 also here. From A, x can be 10, which will not suffice in E. So E also doesn't follow. So from A, none of the options follow. So A is incorrect definitely. Now I look at B. B states x equal to 1. So if x equal to 1, can I definitely say that x is greater than or equal to 0? Yes, I can say. So A follows from B. C says x equal to 0 or x equal to 1. If I am saying x equal to 1, can I for sure say that C is true? Yes, I can. Because if x is 1, then either it is 0 or it is 1 is true. So C follows from B. Then I look at D. If x is equal to 1, can I say x is greater than or equal to 0 or x is less than or equal to 1? Yes, I can say because x is equal to 1 over here. So D also follows. Finally, E. If x is equal to 1, can I say x is greater than or equal to 0 and at the same time can be less than or equal to 1? Yes, it can be because it can be equal to 1. Okay. So from B, all 4 follow, but I need only 3 of the statements to follow. So B is also ruled out. Now I look at C. C says x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 1. So from here C, if I look at option A, C says x can be 0 or x can be 1. A says x is greater than or equal to 0. So if x is 0, this is true. If x is 1, also this is true. Because when x is 1, x is still greater than or equal to 0. And when x is 0, it is still greater than or equal to 0. So from C, A follows. If I say x is equal to 0 or x equal to 1, can I say that x equal to 1? No, because x can still be 0. So B doesn't follow from C. Then if I look at D, x is either 0 or 1. Then can I say x is greater than or equal to 0? Yes, I can say that because x can be 0. Or can I say x is less than or equal to 1? Yes, I can say that because x can be 1 also. Okay. So over here D follows. And if I look at E, x is equal to 0 or x equal to 1. So x is either 0 or 1. Can I say x lies between 0 and 1 such that limits of 0 and 1 are included? That is what option E is saying. Yes, I can say that. Because if either x is 0, then it is true. Or even if x is 1, this is true. So E also follows. So from C, 3 of the options follow, which is what we have to find. Answer option C is correct here. If you want to look at it, you can check for D and E also. You will not find that they will be the sufficient condition for exactly 3 of the 4 statements. You can use the same logic here that we have used till now for these 3 options.